Hi, it's Diana Marchand from DianaMarchand.com. And again, my dog Bailey is here sitting beside me. And I had a question about adrenal fatigue, so I thought I would answer a few things. Now, I am not a naturopath by all means, so know that for sure, see a naturopath, get tested for it. And it's a simple test, it's usually an urine test. I think it's still the same. But then that'll be able to tell you kind of where you are and how bad you are. And then when I was going through adrenal fatigue, I had to go on some really good high quality supplements from a naturopath, and that's what I did. But so we're just going to talk a little bit about how do you know you're adrenal fatigue, what's going on, and what are some of the things you can do, and kind of about my little experience of it when I was going through perimenopause. And it's funny because that's often when it comes. And it's caused by stress, right? So our adrenal glands, oh no, he's really wants attention this morning. It's caused by continual and continuous stress. And often our lives are so busy, and the thing is that it becomes feeling like normal, right? That we're in this continual stage of stress. So it kind of feels like normal to some of us. And then there may be something else that happens that just bumps it to that next level, right? Because you've been in continuous stress. So that really, being in continuous stress really tires out your adrenal glands. And the thing is that when you're going through perimenopause, you have many other changes going on in your body, like so many other changes. So your body's already kind of going through a stress. And you could have thyroid issues, also so that adrenal glands and the thyroid also work very closely together. I'm just putting on my glasses so that I can kind of read a few things that I have on it and give you a little bit about an idea, right? So the adrenal glands, they actually are involved in producing 50 hormones, right, that drive pretty much every bodily function. So that's how important they are. And it's essential for life, right? Hormones affect every function, every organ and tissue in the body, directly or kind of indirectly, but they have a huge effect on us. So when our hormones are kind of going out of whack, that is why we can feel so completely like not ourselves, because we're really not. These are chemicals, and that's what we talk about, the chemical imbalance, right? Oh, it can be crazy, especially during time of perimenopause. And the adrenal glands also work closely with the hypothalamus and pituitary gland. So that, and we know how important those are to the body. So this is crucial if you feel like you are having problems with it, right? So what are some of the symptoms? Some of the symptoms are you are very tired and exhausted. You have a hard time getting up in the morning. And during the day, you're kind of like that, tired all the time. And no matter how much coffee you drink, no matter what you do, it doesn't seem to wake you up. You just are very, very tired. Then when nighttime comes, you kind of have this extra energy. And you can stay up so much later. And then you're super tired in the morning. You crave salt. Lots of times you will crave salty, kind of fatty things, maybe sweets too. You feel, of course, really run down, overwhelmed. You can't handle stress at all anymore. So there's various stages. We'll talk about those. Frequent urination, dark circles, bags under your eyes, puffy, fuzzy, unable to focus, kind of like, walking around in a fog. And then, of course, you can get to the point where you have no drive, no ambition, no motivation. You kind of flatline. You could also experience digestive problems because that is caused by stress. You could have a lower immune system, so you could be getting sick a lot, right? And what was I going to say? Right, so there are kind of stages. And the thing is that when you're first going in this, like what they produce adrenaline, and that really helps us, right, in those fight or flight. When we're in danger, we need that burst of energy to just go. And often if somebody has something come up in their life and they need that energy, they need to go, they need to focus on something, they produce a lot more adrenaline, and that keeps them moving. So you feel like you're invincible. You feel like you can do anything. You feel so great for a while, and you're like, I am so energetic. I must be super healthy, doing really great. But then your adrenal glands get super tired and they start to bonk. Then what happens is you start to go down. That's when you notice fatigue, the fog, all those symptoms I mentioned. That's when you're starting to really go down, right? And then you get to a point where you actually, so you will feel over emotional and all la 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 like that too. But then you also hit a point where you flatline. You could almost feel apathy, like no emotion at all, just kind of like half dead, like kind of depressed. You don't care anymore. You don't care about anything. You have no motivation. You don't want to do anything. You don't want to get out of bed. You just want to go home and sleep every night. You have no desire to do anything. That is also adrenal fatigue, and that is at the really low end, really bottoming out there. So these are some things to look for. So please, if you are feeling any of those things that we went over, go see your naturopath, get tested. So what else can you do? Well, of course, you need to kind of do stress reduction techniques. So since I had this, went into adrenal fatigue, and I was a personal trainer at that time, so helping people, and I was working out all the time and doing yoga, but I was actually doing too much exercise for having adrenal fatigue. So if your body's in stress like this and you're in adrenal fatigue, exercise is not the answer. So if you even feel yourself slipping into that, exercise, like extreme exercise, is not the answer. That is more stress on your body. That's when it's a good time to take a nice relaxing walk in nature, to go sit by the beach, or to go do something that really helps you to relax and just be, just focus on yourself and just be. You need to take time to do that. By saying you don't have time, I can't do it, this and that, you will bonk and you will end up with like some sort of an illness or a disease. Remember, the adrenal fatigue and the stress on your body affects every organ. It affects every functioning part of your body. So when it starts to go down, it's going to start to make those areas of your body not function properly. So you could end up with some serious problems. And like I mentioned before, it also affects your immune system. So you will continue to just get sicker. So if you don't take care of your body, and also stress blunts your hormone system. So if you're going through the perimenopause, your body isn't producing the right amount of hormones anyways. It's all fluctuating. So that's going to give a big dive. You're going to produce less and less. And then we need fat around our midsection to produce more estrogen. So you will gain more fat. When you are in stress like this, you cannot lose weight and you will put on weight. So keeping yourself at this high stress level is not good for you in any way. Definitely not if you want to lose weight at all. It increases inflammation in the body, and we know that inflammation in the body leads to illness and disease. You will have no sex drive. Can take that right out, right? Causes hair loss. You may start to lose hair like crazy, and you will look older. There'll be more wrinkles that affects your skin, your hair, things like that. So there's so many things that I can't even tell you that it affects. And mostly when I talk about it in my workshops, people say, oh my God, I got it, because it's so many symptoms that probably everybody has some of those symptoms, even if you're not in adrenal fatigue yet. You may have more allergy, asthma. I'm just looking at a few more symptoms that it said somewhere. Joint pain, aches and pains, of course, because that's inflammation within the body, right? It can affect your blood pressure, throw your blood sugar levels right out of whack. Therefore, again, the weight gain, the cravings, right? So that is mainly of it. So it requires you finding time to rest. But you also need to get more supplements. I can't stress that enough. Your hormonal system needs good minerals. It needs the proper fuel, it needs the proper food, it needs the proper nutrition to produce the hormones, to heal. Very important. Just by getting rest, but by not improving your diet or not taking extra supplements, probably will not do it enough. So really see a naturopath. Or if you know of a company that has extremely good supplements, right? But really get on a good supplement plan. And of course, the food. Wow, you really, really need to improve your food. More vegetables, more greens, tons and tons, right? Like get rid of the white starches, the white sugars, and all, for sure, sugar. Cut back on your caffeine or delete caffeine altogether, because it really doesn't help you at this phase anyways, right? Take time each morning for a little morning ritual to breathe and relax and center yourself. Take time throughout the day to do the same thing. I often do deep breathing and relaxation in my car when I'm driving. And then before I go to bed, I take time to center. I do some angel cards. I read from a book. I write out, affirmations or positive statements. And so you want to bring in way more good energy, way more good thoughts, resting, peaceful, relaxing. So even when you're out doing things, because you still need to grocery shop, you still need to do things, just remember to breathe and take time to focus and really know and believe that you are getting better, you will, and how important this is, that if you don't take care of it now, even if you think you have no time, you will get worse. So whatever you have to do to start working on getting better now is what you have to do, because it's not going to just go away on its own. So if you have to rearrange your schedule, if you have to say no to people, if you have to drop a course, or if you have to do something, you're going to have to do it, right? Because you cannot keep saying, oh, but I have to do this, but I have to do that. No, you don't. There are certain things that you can really streamline in your life. It's time to take care of yourself. It's time to let yourself rest. It's time to have people in your life maybe start taking care of you a little better. Let them know how you're feeling. Let them know how crucial this is, and that you need time, and that you will recover. And if you don't take the time now, your recovery is going to be so much longer, right? So much longer. You don't want to stay in this state for 6 months to a year to 2 years. You don't, because your health will continually to go downhill. This is how important it is. So see a naturopath, natural doctor. You could also do things like energy healing. I totally did that. I did acupuncture. Of course, the high quality supplements. I was going through perimenopause, so I went on bioidentical hormones. But you don't have to, but that's what I did. And what else did I do? I got some rest. I really started I did more yoga. I did less exercising and more yoga, relaxing. I did my morning and evening rituals. I took time to just breathe. That's when I started my breathing and relaxing while I was driving in my car. I just found times throughout the day, or any time, when I would check in and I would say, okay, are you up here vibrating at that high stress state? Or are you allowing yourself to breathe, connect, and be? Some evenings, if all you want to do is come home and just lay around and relax, then do that. No, it's not forever. No, you are not lazy. No, you are not, right? You are taking time to heal, and you are doing the best thing for yourself. And like I said, just let others, the people who are living with you, the people who are around you, know what's going on, and that you just need a little bit of time. And if you don't take time now, your health's going to get worse, and then you really won't have time for anything, right? So please take care of yourself. If for sure, please reach out. You need help with your diet, because this is extremely important. You will notice huge difference right away if you start eating and drinking the right drinks and the right foods to get yourself full of the vitamins and the nutrients and minerals that you need to, right? Consistently all the time. 2 green smoothies a day if you are in adrenal fatigue. Get some super powders, right? The wheatgrass, the chlorella, the spirulina, or a great green powder blend. Get some good high quality clean protein powder. Put all that, like get some ashwagandha powder. That helps stress. Remember, nutritional yeast is high in vitamin B's. You don't put that in your smoothie, but that's just something. And camu is really high in vitamin C, so helps to fight off infections. So there's so many things you can do. And if you need help with the foods and all of that, I can help you. That is what I'm here for. Please reach out to me and get you in one of my programs, or working with me one-on-one. And I will completely help you with the food part of it, and we will make it easy and doable for you.